On the table is the HONOR MagicBook X15, which is not to be confused with the HONOR MagicBook 15 that I reviewed a month ago. The difference is this one is a cheaper option and priced at just 2,899 ringgit. It's a good option for those on a tighter budget, but is it good enough for the work from home or study from home demographic? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the design, and I like that it carries the same clean and classy aesthetic as the rest of the MagicBook lineup. Unfortunately, this doesn't come with the azure blue chamfer bezel that you get on the edges of the cover, like on the MagicBook 15 last time, but it still looks pretty premium for a sub 3,000 ringgit laptop. You get an aluminium metal body that not only feels sturdy but also quite light as well. It weighs just 1.56 kilograms and is 16.9 millimeters thin, meaning carrying this around is very easy. HONOR will also give you a free laptop backpack when you buy this through their online stores to add to the value. Next, let's quickly take a look at the I/O ports. You get a USB Type-C port for charging and data, one USB 3.0 Gen 1 Type-A, and another USB 2.0 Type-A, one HDMI port, one 3.5mm headphone jack. That's not plentiful, so maybe an external hub may be required for some people. Moving on, the laptop comes with a 15.6-inch IPS Full HD panel, and it looks pretty good. It's crisp, but color temperatures are on the cooler side, maybe even a little washed out, but it's good enough for YouTube and Netflix. There's TILT Frontline Blue Light and Flicker-free certification to help reduce stress on your eyes as well. I was pleasantly surprised with the quality of the display, and it's definitely one of my favorite features on this laptop. When it comes to audio, you get two bottom firing speakers that are loud but lack depth. You need to hook it up to an external speaker or headphones if you want better audio quality. When it comes to the keyboard, there's a very short travel distance and the keycaps are a little rough to the touch. It's nothing fancy, but I've had a good time typing on this keyboard. A downside is that there's no backlighting. On a more positive note, however, the trackpad is nice and smooth, gestures work well, and it's pretty accurate with touches and clicks. Now, the MagicBook X15 carries over a feature from its predecessors that I do not really like, which is the placement of the webcam, which is placed in between the F6 and F7 function keys. It's in a pop-up key, which is great for privacy. You can just close it if you want to disengage with your webcam. But the problem is the angle at which it records you is very unflattering and awkward. On a more positive note, the quality of the video and audio for this webcam is actually pretty decent. Here's a quick test to show you how it performs. This is a recording sample using the webcam on the HONOR MagicBook X15. As you can see, if I were to stare at my monitor, which most people will, the angle is a little awkward, so I have to look at the webcam, which is down here. When it comes to the hardware, this model comes with a Core i5-10110U. You can get it with a Core i3-10110U instead if you want to save 600 ringgit. The Core i5 model comes with 512GB of NVMe SSD storage, and the i3 model has a smaller 256GB drive. The laptop comes with the Intel UHD integrated graphics, which really isn't great for gaming. You can get away with CSGO on 720p resolution on low graphics, and it'll run at around a steady 60 frames per second, but that's really about it. On PCMark 10, the device scored a respectable 4,043 points. On Cinebench, you get 3,393 points on multi-core performance and 1,071 on single-core performance. We also benchmarked the Toshiba XG6 SSD on Crystal Disk Mark, and it scored 3,280 MB per second on sequential read speeds and 2,940 MB per second on sequential write speeds. The laptop comes with a 56 watt-hour battery that can last about 6 hours in my experience. I mostly used it for social media browsing, YouTube and work, all at 70% screen brightness. You should be able to squeeze out a couple more hours if you lower the brightness and opt for the better battery life power mode. To charge the laptop, you get a 65 watt-hour fast charger that powers your device via USB-C, and it'll take slightly over an hour to power up the device full from 10%. Best part is, the power adapter is very light and compact and will fit in most backpacks. So here's my verdict for 2,899 ringgit. The HONOR MagicBook X15 offers quite a lot. I like it for its really nice display, decent battery life, it's built really well, it looks great, and working and maybe a bit of media consumption is also pretty good on this laptop. What I don't like about the laptop is the lack of more ports, and you probably need to get an external hub if you want to connect more things to it. And the second thing I don't like about the laptop is, as I mentioned earlier, the webcam placement. Although I do appreciate the pop-up mechanism, which is great for privacy, the angle that it records you is very awkward and unflattering, and it's weird that they put it there. So with that said, again, for a sub 3,000 ringgit laptop, it's a good option for people who are working or studying from home. Without breaking the bank, you may want to maybe add a little bit more money and get the MagicBook 15 with an 11th gen CPU, but this will work fine if you're really tight on a budget. So let us know what you think about the MagicBook X15 down in the comment section below. Remember to give us a like, subscribe to our channel. Until next time, Victor signing off. Bye.